The Ripple versus the SEC case has been delayed dozens of times so far. But we may now finally know when it will end. When will that be? And what consequences will this case have for the crypto industry? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But first, we are giving away 25 XRP coins at the end of the month to one random subscriber to start on their XRP journey. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comment section. Welcome back XRP Army. The judge who presided over the SEC action against Ripple has had his or her schedule unexpectedly shifted due to unforeseen circumstances. James K. Phelan, a lawyer who has been closely following the proceedings, claims that the case has been rescheduled for a later date than initially planned, which would have been in 2023. Judge Torres modifies the proposed calendar. Motions to exclude expert testimony must be fully briefed by August 30, 2022. Motions for summary judgment must be fully briefed by November 15, 2022. Attorney and cryptography expert Jeremy Hogan believes that the change in timeframe indicates that Judge Torres would prefer to have the case completed before the holiday season. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. Judge Torres has moved up the schedule for summary judgment briefs to November 15. What do I take from that? She wants the Ripple versus the SEC case over before Christmas. Recently, Phelan said that Ripple and the SEC had struck an agreement to delay the filing of opening briefs for summary judgment and expert challenges until August, and the filing of closing arguments until just a few days before the holiday season began. By the way, did you know about this decision? Let us know in the comment section down below. According to Hogan, the settlement agreement was the worst-case scenario for the litigation and that he had never seen a plaintiff in a lawsuit push back on the justice they wanted in a lawsuit before. Ripple's agreement to the postponement, on the other hand, according to Phelan, may have been helpful to the company because it allowed them to finally lock down a date and avoid any further difficulties in the process. Many people are questioning why Ripple agreed to this schedule. My gut feeling is that there was a trade-off. If Ripple didn't agree, there would be more scheduling disputes that in my estimation would have taken up even more time and Ripple would have lost that battle if the past is any guide. Then the motion schedule would have gone well into 2023. In my opinion, this was a very smart move by Ripple in locking in this schedule. After all has been established, the court case is more significant than anything else in the history of cryptocurrency, not only for Ripple, but for the entire cryptocurrency community as a whole. Previously, we reported in another video that the SEC allegation that Ripple failed to register around $1.4 billion in XRP as securities caused the start of the legal battle in December of that year, according to our information. By setting a precedent that digital assets provided by cryptocurrency businesses must be subject to the same severe reporting and registration requirements as apply to stocks, if the SEC prevails in its case, it has the potential to fundamentally alter the way cryptocurrency companies operate. A successful launch of the cryptocurrency-based payment system Ripple will be a significant victory for the cryptocurrency sector at a time when the industry is growing rapidly while also being subjected to more stringent regulatory scrutiny on a variety of fronts. In addition to being time-consuming, the lengthy court battle has been frustrating for Ripple, which has accused the SEC of utilizing legal bullying and stalling tactics in order to prolong the litigation. Also, comment XRP Army if you believe this case should end earlier. The Ripple case, on the other hand, stands in stark contrast to the previous case, in which the SEC used every trick in the book to keep a cloud of doubt hovering over the market. The escalation of the fight comes at a critical time in the history of Bitcoin. During the 2 years since the SEC filed suit, the industry has undergone significant transformations, ranging from rapid growth in the industry and the emergence of new players and asset types such as non-financial tokens, NFTs, to increased regulatory and political scrutiny of cryptocurrency in key markets such as the United States, Europe, China and the United Kingdom. The Ripple case is a harsh indictment of the Securities and Exchange Commission's enforcement-based approach to regulation. CEO Brad Garlinghouse has issued a warning that regulators such as the Securities and Exchange Commission are blocking the United States from reaping the benefits of cryptocurrency's upward price movement. Following up on his last statement with another, he wrote, "The SEC appears perfectly content to allow our country to fall further behind, all in the name of protecting their own jurisdiction at the expense of U.S. citizens." In the Ripple lawsuit, Those who are opposed to cryptocurrency and financial technology, which includes prominent figures such as Senator Elizabeth Warren as well as a wide range of legal and financial experts, argue that the lawsuit is about reining in a rapidly growing trend that threatens to undermine laws designed to protect investors and the financial system as a whole. Increasing concerns about financial instability, as a result of cryptocurrency's explosive growth over the past 2 years, have prompted a strong push for greater transparency and accountability from companies that offer an expanding selection of digital assets and services, as well as a growing push for greater transparency and accountability from companies that offer an expanding selection of digital assets and services. Do you agree that it could get dangerous for the SEC? If yes, then make sure to like this video. This lawsuit, which was filed late in the term of former the SEC Chair Jay Clayton, has had a disastrous effect on Ripple, leading the value of the cryptocurrency XRP to drop in December 2020 as a result. According to many, the SEC legal action was a scheme to cause the value of the XRP coin to plummet by $15 billion on the day the lawsuit was filed, causing harm to those who the SEC is supposed to be protecting: cryptocurrency investors. The lawsuit also brought Gary Gensler to the public's attention at an early stage, as he took over control of the agency only 4 months after it was filed, bringing him to the attention of the general public. Initial comments to Gensler came from members of the cryptocurrency industry, such as Ripple, who expressed their support for him. Gensler hit back in his November talk, even if he didn't name any specific company or executive. Some market participants may call this regulation by enforcement. I just call it enforcement. The cryptocurrency XRP has rebounded from the crash that occurred in December 2020, despite the fact that the currency has seen tremendous volatility as the cryptocurrency market transitioned into another period of extreme volatility. Ripple, on the other hand, has increased the pressure on the SEC, denouncing the agency's decision to sue. Possibly Ripple's most persuasive line of argument is centered on former the SEC Director William Hinman's 2018 statement, in which he stated that Ether is not a security. In any outcome, the stakes are very high for both sides. What we've said since day one is that Ripple is defending this lawsuit not only on its own behalf but on behalf of all of the entire crypto industry, a Ripple executive stated. As part of his address, Gensler expressed his determination to pursue misconduct wherever we find it as the SEC chairman, which includes cryptocurrency. I've learned in my first 6 months here that there are all too many fraudsters, penny stock scammers, Ponzi scheme architects and pump and dump cons taking advantage of investors, he said. We have to protect the public from as many of these scams as possible. What do you think about the implications of this case? What will it mean for the SEC? Let us know in the comment section. If you want to continue to know about XRP, we have got 2 videos waiting for you on the end screen to check out. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered financial advice. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.